When it comes to which NHL team has the greatest fans, every fan base thinks they're the best. So it's time to settle the score with a definitive ranking of every NHL fan base and upset everyone in the process. So let's get into it. Number 32, Arizona Coyotes. There may not be a more dysfunctional franchise in North American pro sports. Coyotes fans can be forgiven for losing faith in a team being moved around Arizona and lacking any stability. Honorable mention is deserved for the fun college atmosphere the Mullet Arena has brought with it. Number 31, Dallas Stars. Let's be honest, hockey isn't a top priority in Texas. It never will be. The most passionate fans will always be wrapped up in football. The NHL will always be an afterthought no matter how well the Dallas Stars perform. Right now, the Dallas Stars fan base is best known for this disgruntled hillbilly being punched for shooting his mouth off and using a racial slur. Number 30, Columbus Blue Jackets. Speaking of, Columbus is a college town itself and thus will always belong to the Ohio State Buckeyes. While the Nationwide Arena is a cool venue and even features a cannon, Blue Jackets fans are not among the most die-hard. Some sustained team success would surely help the cause, however. Number 29, Anaheim Ducks. While the Anaheim Ducks have proved that hockey can be successful in Southern California, the day-to-day is anything but a Disney movie. With the past generation of winning behind them, the franchise has been enduring a downturn, and with that, a drop in fan support. Number 28, Florida Panthers. South Beach is a tough place to get amped up for hockey, especially when the arena isn't in a convenient location for most people. The result is a fan base that is lukewarm at best and completely uninterested at worst when the team isn't performing. Number 27, San Jose Sharks. The Shark Tank has definitely seen better days. The San Jose Sharks in the midst of a rebuild, attendance is hovering around 80%. Sharks fans might have gotten a bit spoiled as previously there was always a winning team on the ice. A return to the SAP Center's playoff atmosphere can't come soon enough. Number 26, New Jersey Devils. New Jersey Devils have one of the most dynamic and entertaining teams in the NHL thanks to their young core. In spite of that, the team hasn't gotten full support from its fan base. The Prudential Center, which opened in 2007, has only been filling up at about 85% capacity. You've got a winning team, one of the newer arenas in the league. What more could you want? Number 25, Los Angeles Kings. While you may see the A-listers and stars turn up to Los Angeles Kings games such as Will Ferrell and Snoop Dogg, they don't always attract the average fan. Despite having a successful season, the Kings have experienced attendance at about 90% this year. Number 24, Ottawa Senators. The Ottawa Senators come in as the lowest ranking Canadian fan base on the list. What would go a long way is not only returning to winning, but more importantly, a new arena in a better and more convenient location. The Senators also have the lowest attendance percentage of any Canadian team this year. Number 23, Carolina Hurricanes. The Canadiacs have proven to be a raucous bunch when the team is in the midst of a playoff run, which the Carolina Hurricanes should be this season. The problem is the inconsistency with this fan base. The ebbs and flows of enthusiasm keep this fan base from scoring higher on this list. Number 22, New York Islanders. This franchise has finally gotten a stable home with the opening of its brand new UBS Arena. With that will come the fan support that the Islanders are traditionally used to having. The unstable environment, which included games in Brooklyn, has led to uneven support from the fan base. Number 21, Seattle Kraken. Let's be fair here, the Seattle Kraken fans get an incomplete grade since they are only in year 2 of their existence. However, the initial fan response has been very good and shows why the NHL is better off with a franchise in Seattle. Let's check back in after a few years and reassess the fan base then. Number 20, Detroit Red Wings. The Detroit Red Wings have a rich history of Hall of Fame talent and championships, and with that, a historic fan base. Red Wings fans have been able to witness some of the greatest players and greatest moments in NHL history. Motown has always shown out for its teams, especially the Red Wings. Number 19, St. Louis Blues. The sustained success of the St. Louis Blues has gone a long way in building a strong and lasting fan base. For 25 straight seasons from 1979 to 2004, the Blues made the playoffs. And of course, most recently they won the Stanley Cup in 2019. It's It's amazing what winning can do to a fan base. Number 18, Tampa Bay Lightning. The current winning ways have certainly helped to build a strong fan base in Tampa Bay. That, coupled with the impressive Amalie Arena, has fans filling the building and cheering on a nightly basis. They've proven that hockey in the Sunshine State can be successful with the right elements. Number 17, Washington Capitals. The U.S. Capitol has been blessed with perennial winning and the opportunity to watch history unfold thanks to Alexander Ovechkin. He's reinvigorated the fan base and made hockey a major part of the DC sports landscape as fans fill the Capital One Arena. Number 16, Vegas Golden Knights. Nothing quite like taking in the game in Vegas with its unique atmosphere. Big part of that is the fan base that has welcomed the franchise with open arms. The fans have been fortunate enough to enjoy a lot of success from the start, so their true test will come when the Knights hit an inevitable extended rough patch. Number 15, Calgary Flames. Can someone get these poor fans a new arena? The Saddle Dome desperately needs to be replaced. No doubt a new arena would bring with it an improved fan experience. Nevertheless, Flames fans always support their team even in spite of failing expectations from both the team and management. Number 14, Nashville Predators. Ya gotta love honky-tonk hockey. While there were a few skeptics when the NHL was brought to Nashville, it has become one of the most unique venues in the league. There's nothing quite like a Nashville tailgate. These fans know how to make every game a good time, even before puck drop and after the last whistle. Number 13, Philadelphia Flyers. Philadelphia is an undeniable sports town, for better or worse. Philadelphians will do anything for their teams, which include the Flyers. The only thing stopping Philly fans from ranking higher on this list is their propensity to cross the line. After all, this is the city that is famous for booing Santa Claus and injured players. Let's not forget the penalty box incident with Ty Domi. Number 12, Vancouver Canucks. Speaking of fans misbehaving, let's not forget about the Vancouver riots after the Canucks lost Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals to the Boston Bruins. While that is egregious behavior, Canucks fans clearly shown their love and passion for their team, even through this challenging season. They've had impressive attendance figures. Number 11, Chicago Blackhawks. The United Center in Chicago is one of the best NHL experiences in America. The history, tradition, and relationship between fans and the team make this a unique fandom. The organization has had some rough patches on and off the ice, to say the least, but better days are ahead. Number 10, Pittsburgh Penguins. Pittsburgh is a blue-collar town that always gets behind the men donning black and yellow, no matter the sport. This is especially true with the Penguins. Their diehard fans have been there every step of the way from the founding days in the Igloo and the Mario Lemieux era, the bankruptcy scare, and the Sidney Crosby age. Number 9, Boston Bruins. Bostonians are among the most rabid American sports fans, and Boston is one of America's great hockey cities. Pairing those two elements together makes Bruins fans some of the most passionate and, albeit craziest, in the NHL. Number 8, New York Rangers. There's nothing like taking in a game in the heart of Manhattan at Madison Square Garden. Don't let the stars in the press boxes fool you. True New York fans are something special. Fans always show up in droves to support the Blue Shirts, as they are affectionately called. Number 7, Edmonton Oilers. Surely it hasn't hurt that Edmonton Oilers fans have been blessed with two all-time great talents playing for their team. The Oilers have both a rich and successful history and an exciting present-day team to excite their fan base. Who wouldn't show up for the likes of Wayne Gretzky and Connor McDavid? Number 6, Buffalo Sabres. With an 11-year playoff drought, this fan base has been through a lot. However, Sabres fans support their team through thick and thin. In fact, the only reason why attendance is so low is to protest the team's lack of success and mismanagement. The fans have still shown up and delivered for special occasions such as Ryan Miller Night. Number 5, Winnipeg Jets. Jets fans got a second chance when the NHL brought a franchise back to Winnipeg with a relocation of the Atlanta Thrashers and made the best of the opportunity. The Jets have the smallest arena in the NHL, the Coyotes' temporary home notwithstanding, but fans always keep it packed and the atmosphere raucous. Number 4, Colorado Avalanche. The Ball Arena has proven to be one of the most fun atmospheres in the NHL. Who doesn't love the tradition of singing Blink-182's All the Small Things during the third period? The fans were a big reason why the Colorado Avalanche's Stanley Cup run was so memorable last season. Number 3, Toronto Maple Leafs. Go Leafs, go! When it comes to fans who live and breathe hockey, it's hard to top Toronto Maple Leafs fans. Toronto is the epicenter of hockey, and for good reason. Is there a place packed with more rabid, knowledgeable, and passionate hockey fans? Even through the longest Stanley Cup drought in the league, fan support has never wavered. Number 2, Minnesota Wild. Don't call it the state of hockey for no reason. Minnesotans are among the most passionate and knowledgeable fans in America. One of the greatest travesties was relocating the North Stars. The fans welcomed the Wild in Minnesota with open arms. Have been behind them since their inception in 2000. Could you imagine a Stanley Cup parade in Minnesota? Number 1, Montreal Canadiens. The unique French-Canadian culture, dynamic atmosphere, and passion. The Montreal Canadiens make them the number 1 fan base. There's nothing like hearing the Canadian national anthem at the Ball Center. Even opposing players such as Alexander Ovechkin remark how cool it would be to play for this fan base. This list shows how many wonderful fan bases there are in the NHL. Even so, everyone will hate this list, so let's continue the discussion in the comments. Tell us why your fan base should be number 1. And stay classy, San Diego.